things that we've tried that didn't work for us. And first thing was the tankless water heater. We wanted this so bad. But when they came and did an examination of our house, when they got to the part where the water heater was, we only had a 1/2-inch gas line. Tankless takes 3/4. It would have been cost prohibitive for us to run another 3/4 line from the alley up to the house to put in the tankless. So we will probably not be able to implement that in this house. Something you can think about when you're selling somebody a house, you can say, hey, this house may or may not be, set up for a tankless water heater. We tried to get a wind solution. As I was driving here today, actually through Plano, I saw one house that had a turbine wind unit on their house, and I thought that was great. Right now, for us, it wasn't great because we don't have enough wind. We need an 8-mile-an-hour sustained wind to get the generation to work. It also requires a 20 to 30-foot tower, which most cities aren't real happy with right now. Solar. We had a gentleman from this company, Helios Electric, come out and give us a bid. We have enough space on our roof line to have 12 panels. Okay, and 12 panel is a minimally competent system. It takes about 12 to get up and running. Those 12 panels would have generated 325 kilowatt hours per month on our roof. We use 1,900 per month generally on a good month. So the cost of $23,000, it wasn't cost effective for us to go ahead and put those on our roof. Everybody wants to go solar, but you just don't have enough roof line to really make it work. And by the time you do, it's a lot more cost prohibitive. So what we do is we use Green Mountain. I don't mean to plug one company, but it's great because they're all solar and all wind. There's another company out right now called Rethink Solar, and they have a new concept. They will come put the 12 panels on your house for free. And then you sign a 30-year binding contract that you will buy every kilowatt hour generated on your own roof at 13 cents a kilowatt hour. They lock that rate in for the number of years of the contract. This is great because, as rates rise, you're still paying 13 cents for your, 1/3 electric that you're using. When you sell your house, the next person gets the same benefit. So in 5 years, you can sell your house and say, hey, I've got this solar on the house, and you're going to get electric for the next 25 years of the contract at this real low rate. Because we all know that electricity is not going to go down in the future, it's going to go up. Yes? Yes?
Are you locked in when you sell your home? Are you locked? Is that next buyer locked in?
No, I believe they have a caveat that they will remove it if they want. But I'd ask you, it's Rethink, I think it's rethinksolar.org is their website. I put this on here. This is as we talk about coal fire plants here in Texas, this is something they're doing in Spain. They've built a tower at in the middle of a field of just solar mirrors. And they reflect the light up to the top of the tower, superheat the water, run their electric generation. Once you put it in, it's maintenance free pretty much, and they're not bringing in any CO2. We could do this in Texas because we have sunshine. One thing we also did in our house was we used a little product called a kilowatt. We're going to give one of these away here in a minute. It's something you plug into the wall and then you plug your device into this. And you walk away for an hour and let your computer or whatever device is run. You come back after an hour and it tells you how much electrical usage that item used. We were able to figure out, okay, is the computer really pulling us down each month? What's our major draw? We all have these. Oh, somebody just got a tree pack donation. We all have these on the outside of the house. I can show you how to read these later. We did an energy audit where we turned off all our breakers and turned on one appliance at a time. And what we were able to find was that our electric dryer and our electric water heater were our biggest draws of power in the house. So we did an audit where we turned everything off and then we brought everything on one at a time. We thought it would be the pool pump and running all the time that was really killing us. And it wasn't. It was the dryer and the hot water heater. So now we're going to move on to cars. This is something I love. This is my car. They let me park up front this morning. You'll probably all saw my space. It has a gas. It's a Toyota Prius. I'm sorry. It's a hybrid. It has a 1.5 liter gas engine and it has an electric engine. Okay? At some points in time, the car is running on both engines. When you're accelerating, when you're going through, high traffic, both engines will be running. And at various times, the gas engine will turn only, or the electric engine will turn only. And this saves you gasoline. And then there are times you get to the stoplight, all the engines go off, and the car is completely quiet. And it freaks some people out because I've had people ride with me going, your car just stalled. I said, no, it's fine. You're driving a computer on 4 wheels. It knows when to turn the engines on and when to change. I have not changed how I drive. It just changes for itself. And let's see if I have a shot of it on here. I don't on here. We just went to Houston and Austin this weekend for the TRLP conference. I got 49.3 miles to a gallon going to Houston. Going to Austin, I got like 50, and coming back home, I got 51.2. And that's actual, that's not what the EPA says, that's what my car did. This is my old car. It was a Ford Escape. If it 4 adults and 1 child, I paid about 20 grand for it. It got 20 miles to a gallon. It had a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. Useful life of that car is about 100,000 miles. This is the new car, fits the same number of people. Paid a little bit more for it. It gets 46 miles to a gallon on average. It has the same warranty on the gas engine, but the hybrid has an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty, including batteries. One thing you'll hear about hybrids is, oh, those batteries are going to die. They're warranted for so long, it's going to be fine. And Consumer Reports just came out and said it's a 200,000 mile car because the engines don't wear in the same amount as a standard engine. Okay? On the Escape, my monthly payment was about $409. If I drive 25,000 miles in a year at 20 miles to a gallon, it equals about $3,700 in gas a year. So my total cost for 1 year was $8,000 and $8,600 to run the car. Over the 4-year span of the payments and everything, it was $34,600. And it put 19,000 pounds of carbon monoxide in the air. The Prius costs a little bit more on the payment, but saves a substantial amount on gas. The annual cost is only $7,000, and over 4 years is $28,000. It only puts 8,000 pounds of CO2 into the atmosphere. So in my real estate business, I'm saving myself $6,300 a year by driving the hybrid. Oh, I'm sorry, over 4 years. There are a variety of hybrids out there. Don't feel you have to drive the teeny tiny car. If you don't like the look of one, there are tons of them out there. These are the various mileage ratings for the car. I got this off of greenhybridcom. Greenhybrid.com is a website where hybrid owners go. They log their actual mileage, not what the EPA says you might get. These are actual people logging in how they're doing. So do not pay a premium for the car. How I got out of that, some people will tell you, oh, it's a hybrid, you have to pay extra. I ordered mine. Don't buy the one on the lot, because they'll charge you extra. Just tell them you want to order it. And they can't charge you extra for that. Or they shouldn't. Read the Consumer Reports. I recommend the Toyota, Lexus, or Honda lines, because I think they're further along as far as the evolution of their engines. But pick whichever one you think is best. Other things we have right now are flex fuel. How many of y'all have a flex fuel vehicle? Anybody? Okay, and then biodiesel. We need Willie Nelson pumping a lot more biodiesel out for it. The problem with this right now is distribution. They haven't caught up. I think every Kroger now has the E85, but a lot of the other stations don't. Things you can do just in your regular car, be sure your tire pressure is accurate. If you have anything that drags on your car, like a roof rack, a lot of cars come with roof racks, we rarely use them, it cuts down on your efficiency. Keep your speed moderate. I know it's Texas and everybody does 85 to 90, but replace your air filter, use your cruise control. The cruise control really helps with the hybrid. I know it'll help with another car too. And one of the tips on here was if you idle for more than 30 seconds, turn your car off. No one's going to do that. So, recycling here at CCAR. We're doing a recycling program here, which is going to be paper, cans, cardboard, plastics, some food waste. And we put some flyers on your table to talk about that. We're going to have these lovely blue bins here around so that we can put things in. Everywhere you see a trash can, we're going to have a blue bin beside it. And we're going to try to push recycling here locally at the association, and then hopefully out to all the other offices as well. This is important to us because every red dot on here is a place where they take garbage to sort. Every yellow square is a dump. So we live in the middle of the garbage dump. This is the Louisville landfill. This is off of Hebron Road. This is right down the road from me in Carrollton. I can tell you that some of these houses here have a great smell in the summer. This is the McKinney landfill. So we are right in the middle of all this. So when we talk about keeping things out of the landfill, this affects house values. People don't want to live near the landfill. And they're only going to get bigger, and they're only going to get larger. If you look at this picture, this subdivision is smaller than the landfill. So as you drive through a subdivision, think, wow, this entire subdivision, that's not even a landfill.